morning, everyone. We're here in the Inyo National Forest at the Big Pine Trailhead, and we're going to start our hike. This is one of the most scenic hikes in the Sierra Nevadas. We've actually done this hike before. It's one of our favorite hikes. It's about 14 miles in duration to get all the way up to like Sam Mack Meadow and like the Palisades Glacier, but to reach lakes 1 and 2 it's about 4 to 6 miles. And there's bathrooms at the trailhead. There's also a small parking lot that you could try and find parking. We're here on a holiday weekend, so it's really packed. And then there's another parking lot just further down that's for overnight use. So if you find that the parking lot at the trailhead is packed, you could park there for day use as well. So yeah, this should be a fun hike, and we'll see you out on the trail. Okay, we made it to the John Muir Wilderness Sign, and we're just under 2.25 miles. We made it to the top of one of the first waterfalls. So yeah, we're making pretty good progress. Taking our time. Gaby almost lost her hiking pole back there. But yeah, this is one of the coolest trails in the eastern Sierra Nevadas, man. It's so spectacular. We arrived to Lon Chaney's cabin, and it's stunning out here. It's right next to the Big Pine Creek. But yeah, Lon Chaney was a famous silent film actor in the roaring 1920s, but he also loved the outdoors and he loved to fish and stuff. So he had this cabin built by a renowned architect, Paul Revere Williams. And sadly, Chaney only got to enjoy this cabin for a few months before he ultimately passed away. Yeah, this is such a wonderful pit stop to come and hang out for 15 to 20 minutes, take a little break, eat some snacks, refill your water if you need to, and continue on your trail. So according to our Apple Watches, it took about 3 miles from the trailhead to Lon Chaney's cabin, and obviously we're stopping a lot and filming, so it's taking us a lot longer. It's about 9:30 in the morning. So as you get closer to the first lake, you're going to come to another junction. It's going to say lakes 1 through 3 and then Black Lake. So obviously this means you're really close. So just keep following the trail for lakes 1 through 3 and you'll see the first lake in no time. All right, we finally made it to the first lake, and it took us about 4 hours, give or take. We were stopping a bunch of times to take some videos and take pictures and stuff, but as you can see, turquoise water as a result of the glacier melt with glacial flower, and that's why the water is that color. But we're not going to stay here that long because this is not the crown jewel. We're going to go to Lake 2, where you have the awesome view of Temple Crag in the background. So come with us. Oh man, look at that. And you could camp too. The permits are really hard to come by, but you can do it. We're just here on a day hike. It's a prime spot. Oh yeah, look how beautiful that is, man. Temple Crag in the background. Whew. So Gaby made some sandwiches. What kind of sandwiches did you make?
Chicken breast and cheese on a croissant bread, because you thought about that one.
Yes, we love croissant rolls, so rather than the traditional standard like sliced bread. So we're gonna eat these sandwiches and enjoy our views of Second Lake and Temple Crag. Excellent views at Second Lake. It takes about 5.5 miles to get to this lake, and it opened up a little bit and it's kind of sunny, and the color of Lake 2 is a bright, vibrant blue turquoise. leaving Lake 2. We were here for about an hour. We're going to try and make our way to Lake 3 and Sam Mack Meadow. Whoa, that was a little sketchy. Alright, but that looks pretty solid, I guess. Yeah. Gaby has the mosquito head net on because after the junction to the Glacier Trail, we've been met with hordes of mosquitoes. So it's a good thing to have that on. So I'm glad that we bought 2 of those.
Yeah. And we're gonna go to the meadow up there, so it's gonna be more moist and just vegetation all around. So
yeah, which means there's gonna be more mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Hopefully the camera is picking it up, but we just came from that vegetation right there, and we climbed up through the alpine trees, through this rocky area. And yeah, we've gained a lot of elevation. Like I mentioned earlier, when you get to the junction of the Glacier Trail, it's going to descend for a little bit, and then it'll flatten out, and then it's a relatively steep incline on the way to Sam Mack Meadow. This was worth it. I don't care if it's cloudy, this was still worth it. There's nobody here. This meadow is beautiful. It's even better when there's sunlight. It's really cloudy today. So it makes the colors not as vibrant, but it's still spectacular, and I think it's always worth coming to Sam Mack Meadow. Man, this is just peaceful. This is exactly what I was yearning for, what I wanted. 7.5 miles one way from the Trailhead to Sam Mack Meadow. Your mileage may vary. Wow, and there's some snow patches in the back on the mountains over there, and it's pretty cold up here. So whenever you come up into the mountains, it's usually a little cooler. For every 1,000 feet, I believe it cools down 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're at about probably 10,000, 11,000 feet of elevation. I took some ibuprofen, and I'm just continuing to hydrate. Oh yeah. There's Jack Daniels and Coke, 0 sugar too. It's a nice little reward as well to go along with the desserts that we just consumed. Gonna knock this one back. Making our way down, and we started the trail at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's what, 4:15. So we'll see how long it takes for us to get down. Pretty sure we'll be hiking at dusk, sunset. It might even be dark by the time we get to our car. Wow, check this out. The lake's edge of Lake 3. We haven't been down to the shore of any of the lakes, and this is our first time. And it's an entirely different perspective. Really cool. They have a nice campsite set up right on the beach. Let's see how cold the water is. Oh yeah, that's icy cold. It's probably like 40 degrees. Good morning, guys. It's actually the next day now, but I just wanted to hop on here to end this video. So yeah, Big Pine Lakes Trail is an awesome hike. It's one of the most popular trails in the eastern Sierra Nevadas, and I strongly suggest, if you're going to do this hike on a holiday weekend, to get to the trailhead at like 4 o'clock in the morning, because it's going to be packed. If you can, do it during the week. But yeah, it's a really beautiful hike. You can hike all the way up to Sam Mack Meadow if you want, and even to the Palisades Glacier if your fitness is capable of doing so. We clocked in about 15 miles round trip, so a little sore today, but the pain is worth the hike. But if you found this video informative or helpful for you or useful, please do us a favor and like the video so that others can more easily find it. And if you want to continue to watch our content, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.